Well, my friends, I want to talk a little bit about happiness and how happiness at any cost is extremely costly and dangerous to your business. Oh, everybody's saying, I can't believe Ray is taking a thing like happiness and making it a bad thing. Well, no, I'm not making happiness a bad thing. I'm making the pursuit of happiness at any cost a bad thing. And it is a bad thing. Let me explain. Whether it's an internal customer or an external customer. If we're going after that external customer and we're so focused on their happiness, are we going to trade in our value for their happiness? Are we going to give away our products and services so the customer's happy? Well, some people actually do that. Let's talk about our internal customers. Are we going to focus on our happiness of our internal customers to a point where we never raise the bar because we know raising the bar will temporarily cause some unhappiness? Are we going to make sure our employees are so happy all the time that we don't have any accountability? Because you know what? When you hold people accountable, that'll temporarily cause them a little bit of unhappiness. And folks, here's a really big one about internal customers. If our focus is to have a team so happy all the time, here's what they're not going to do. They're not going to bring anybody on that team that thinks different than them, because that individual might shake up their happiness. They're never going to bring anybody on that team that believes constructive criticism is important to progress. Because see, that world of complacency and their own little happiness, they probably don't have any disagreements. Because they know, again, disagreements cause a pain, cause some unhappiness. So, happiness at any cost is costly. And those organizations that understand that their happiness has to have accountability, that their happiness has to include the ability to raise the bar, that their happiness has to include the ability to have a constructive criticism. They have to have the ability to go to the boss and say, I think there's a better way to do this without fearing their job. They have to be in an environment where happiness is about the end user. And when you focus on the end user and bring it back to the organization, let's get happy about doing what we have to do to make sure we keep that customer happy at a price we can afford. My friends, remember this. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo.